Hi there. Today I'm doing a review of a Samsung 75 litre dual cook oven, model number NV75K5571RS, which is a stainless steel 75 litre oven, as I said. It's lovely and modern and sleek in a brushed stainless steel finish. The control panel is all touch control, and these just pop out for use, but otherwise they can be flush for cleaning. It's very sturdily made, feels nice and solid. Inside it's really quite large for a single oven. Our previous oven was 51 litres and this is 75 litres, so we can get an awful lot more in it. This large casserole dish could actually sit lower down, but I just put it in here so you can get an idea of the size, and other things would also fit in too if it sat on a lower shelf. This is a telescopic rail, so this will slide in and out quite easily. But this is the only one that has a telescopic rail. The others are just normal sliders. It comes with one shelf and a grill pan with a rack. And this is meant to also act as a shelf as well. This can't independently be used as a shelf. Personally, I don't want to put my my utensils on this, so I've bought another rack from Samsung, which is an original Samsung part rather than a compatible, and that's exactly the same as the top one. I think that an extra shelf should have been included personally, so that's a slight negative. Inside it has dual fans, as you can see. The main benefit of this oven, I think, is it has a dual cook facility. So this shelf slots in here, and then the oven recognises that it's dual cook. As the light went off, I'm just trying to put going to put the light back on, but currently I've got this on child lock. But you just hold it for 3 seconds and the lock goes off, so I can turn the light back on now. So the dual cook is great, and that's really the reason I chose this oven, because you can cook something on there. Essentially, this makes this 2 separate ovens. You can use the top completely independently of the bottom. So you can just use the top, which is great if you've just got a small meal to make. You could cook something up there. Say, for example, you're just going to use the top. You can have that, say, at 185 if you want. And then you can have the bottom oven 125 or whatever you want it. So you can have them set for different times and different temperatures. Also, you can set the top oven to grill. That's the maximum. So you could have the top one set to a grill, and you can then have the bottom one set to fan, for example, so you can grill and fan at the same time, which I think is great. There's also quite a lot of other features too, many of which I probably just won't ever use. Slight negative, I think, is that the dual cook, which is probably what I would use most of the time, there are some features that won't work with it. This button here is the plate warm and the keep warm, but it won't work if you've got dual cook selected. Also, the Eco Grill and Eco Oven won't work with dual cook selected, and the fast preheat won't either. However, having said that, it does heat very quickly, and there's an audible buzzer bleep for when it reaches temperature too. On note of the bleep, rather the timer, when there's only one level for the timer. There's only one level for the timer, and that's quite quiet in my opinion. You can't increase the volume control at all. So if you've got a busy house, or in this instance we're 3 floors up, it's quite difficult to hear that. That's the fast preheat. All these are touch controls. These don't light up. So if somebody's not good of sight, they might find that slightly tricky initially. It's also got 50 preset auto cook programs. This down here is a steam cleaning function, so it will steam clean for a quick clean, maybe once a month. And also it's got 3 levels of pyrolytic cleaning. Pyrolytic cleaning heats the oven up to 500 degrees centigrade, and then you just sweep up the remnants from the bottom. One also thing, whilst the light keeps going on and off, I should say, is that when you're cooking, the light doesn't stay on. So if you just want to pop in and see what's in the oven, the light goes off. So you have to press to see the light. It's another feature I haven't used but will be very useful for some people, is that if you want to cook something so it's ready for 6 o'clock and it takes an hour, you can set using the timer here for it to start at 5 and finish at 6. And it's I say it's very good. Those are a few slight negatives. Really, the audible alarm being a slight negative, and for me, I'd like to be able to use the plate warming facility with the dual cook, but really I think the benefits far outweigh the negatives, and it's a very, very nice oven. I'm very pleased with it. Was a little fiddly, I have to say, to start with, but now I've had it a week. I've used it about 4 times, and then it just, once you know where things are, it just becomes quite intuitive to use. So overall, yeah, very pleased indeed. Just to confirm again then, that's a Samsung NV75K5571RS 75 litre stainless steel single oven.